Good morning, my bright and shiny friends. What's going on today? This is the road ahead for December 15 through 22. We're going to shuffle and see what is happening for each of our elements, and then we'll answer some yes or no questions after. So nice to see so many here waiting for me. I do appreciate that. Good morning. What's happening? Who are we doing first? We're going to do the fire signs first with the 10 of staves. So let's see. Bottom of the deck there. All right. Fire signs are on the table first. Good morning, LFS Ninja. Good morning, Ann. All right. Let's get started here. Fire signs. What's going on for my fire signs the week of the 15th through the 22nd? 15 through 22. Good morning from Alaska. Nice to see everybody. 15 through 22 for the fire signs. The Ace of Staves, my friends. So coming out strong. This is your power. This is literally your power here coming in with the Ace of Wands. Fire on a stick. You know, the Ace of Wands is new inspiration. It is a new idea and direction that you are taking. This is creative power. This is where you decide what it is you want out of life and go after it. This is where your passion lies, where you gain your confidence from. What do we have here? We have the Emperor. I told you, power, right? The Emperor, iron-fisted ruler. This is an Aries sign. So what do we have? The 9 of staves. It's almost like you have a bunch of stuff flying at you right now. And it's like, how am I going to do this? I have to regain my power. And I've got to, maybe walk softly, but carry a big stick. I don't know why that's coming out. But, the Emperor is that iron-fisted ruler here, my fire sign. So what is happening in your life that you need all of your power for? You need your, you're not budging an inch on this. The 9 of staves, warrior energy. You might have a lot flying at you, but you are not giving up any of your boundaries. You're not giving an inch. What's happening here for the fire signs? The week of the 15th through 22nd, 15 through 22. Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much from Largo, Florida, not far from me. I think that's West Coast, isn't it? I'm Stuart on the East Coast. Good morning. Good morning, Pennsylvania. Everybody in the house. I like it. All right. What do we have? The 2 of swords. Well, you've got a decision to make. What are you going to do? You're going to stand your ground? Or are you going to perhaps bend a little bit? Not give up, but bend. Be a little bit more flexible. I'm working on saying that, my friends. I am flexible. And believe me, for a Capricorn, it's not easy. All right. Let's see. One more card here for the fire signs. One more card. The fire signs. What do they need to see for the week of the 15th through the 22nd? And there it is, the Magician. So pulling a rabbit out of your hat, my friends. You start with an ace, you end with an ace. What's going on here? The Hanging Ghost. Well, Hanging Ghost, the Hangman. Perspective. Seeing things from all different directions before you make this decision. And that's a really good idea, my friends. You want to make sure that you do that. You want to make sure that you are in a good place before you make this decision, because your intuition is going to serve you well, my friends. The High Priestess is here. So you might be doing things a little bit, privately, secretively, covertly, in order to make this decision and manifest what it is you want. But you have the power. You have the absolute power to defend whatever your decision is and move forward into what you want to manifest. So my fire signs, the question is, what is it you want to manifest here? I've got love. I've got the Ace of Cups here. Is it happiness? Is it joy for yourself, for your family? And is it true love? My goodness, because, and I say that because we have the Hierophant here. Behind it, the Heavenly Master, the Pope, the vow, the commitment, the oath, the contract. So it can be any of those things. It just depends on where you are in your life and what's happening for you. So where are we going to start? Let's start with these boundaries that you have, this warrior energy that you are being fierce about. You're not letting anything past you. So the question is, do we need to be a little bit more flexible? Do we need to make a decision that is going to help us manifest? How are you going to make this decision with all of this flying at you? What's happening for the fire signs of this world? the Nine of Staves about here for my fire signs? Whoa. The Lovers. Well, you know what? I'm going to go back here with the Ace of Cups. You know, it doesn't have to be about a love relationship, but the Lovers is indicative of a partnership. It's also a choice, a decision that you have to make, my friends. But this may involve some sort of commitment with a partner. Now, partner does not have to be romantic. We've discussed that 1,000 times. It can be anyone in your life that you hold close or have a partnership with. Now, the Lovers is the card of Gemini, and we're just coming off that Gemini full moon. So it's inviting you to take a second look at how you're doing things, at whether or not you do need to be a little bit more flexible. What are your choices here with the Nine of Wands? Lots of Florida people. I like it. Chicago, Alaska. Who else? Davis Islands. Tampa. We should have a Florida get-together. Page of Swords. All right, so look closely at what you're doing, my friends. Look very closely. These conversations may be difficult with a partner if you're having communication there, and I think you will be having communication, but you're going to be conveying your power. It's just a matter of how blunt you're going to be. Okay, and wow. It could be that you tear things up. You don't want to do that. You want to. I think the best way to go about this is to keep things copacetic, to keep things on an even keel. And the Ace of Cups is trying to sneak out there at the bottom of this deck too. So we let's see. Where are we keeping our power here? Where are we standing firm, and standing perhaps a little bit too firm? I don't know why flexible is in my mind this morning. What's happening here with the Emperor? You know, the Emperor is inflexible. He is iron-fisted. He's not going to let anything go. And, you know, you're keeping yourself stuck in this mode because you are not being flexible, my friends. You need to see things from different perspectives, all right? And perhaps with this Hanging Ghost, get yourself out of limbo and take some sort of action. All right, Wands is an action card. Wands is fire. It is doing things. And so, by the way, my friends, is the Ace of Wands. This is about getting it done, releasing your power. All right, when I say releasing, I am not in any way, shape, or form saying giving up, but releasing your power and perhaps launching it in a different direction, your creative power. How are you going to do things? Instead of saying, you know, I can't, it won't work, it's not going to happen, and keeping yourself stuck with these limiting beliefs and fears that we all get trapped in, okay? You need to be a little bit more flexible, perhaps see things from other people's perspectives, and make your decision based on the choices that become available then. The ultimate goal is to manifest what you want, my fire signs, and you have the tools to do it. It's just a matter of, you know, whether or not you have support from others or you have boundaries where you're holding everybody at bay. Is your partner someone that can help you? Tell me why the King of Wands is, excuse me, that's not the King of Wands. Freudian slip. What's happening? Is the King of Wands underneath here? Did I miss him? No, he's not. If he comes out, we'll have to see, right? All right, the Emperor here. The Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? Fire signs, the weak. Oh, look what's happening here. The jumping right out. So, you know, perhaps this is a matter for your security and you don't want to give up an inch. I get that. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is that wealth, that security, that abundance, pure and simple, that you have been fighting for. And I mean literally fighting for here with the Nine of Staves. But there is something that's coming in. Perhaps there's a partner that wants to help you, that is in the same circle as you. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is a group of people sometimes that comes together for their collective wealth and well-being and security. So this could represent your family. Are you being inflexible with your family? Are you thinking it's never going to work out the way you planned it? Well, you know, sometimes the best laid plans do not work out, but you know, it's about getting what you need, not necessarily what you want all the time. Sometimes the universe gives you something different. It's not what you want, and it kind of upsets you because it's not what you want, but it is what you need. And in retrospect, in perspective, in hindsight, you will see that it is what you needed. So what's happening with the family unit here? What is the decision that needs to be made here? Are you going to come to it from a creative standpoint, or are you going to wield your big stick? Something needs to close, my friends. I think this period of conflict, this period of warrior energy needs to wrap up. And especially now, since we're so close to the holiday season, you want to have that peace and continuity that, you want to have that peace and continuity. What's underneath here? The High Priestess. I think you know how it's going to end already. We have the Knight of Swords. So things changing. Where am I going with this? Let's put it here. Things changing very, very quickly with the Knight of Swords. And be careful, the Knight of Swords changes things with just a few words because he does not have a lot of tact. He does not have a lot of finesse, all right? This is an unyielding energy, hard charging in, speaking without thinking, and changing the landscape dramatically. So if that's what you want, my friends, continue on this path. But I would say an adjustment is necessary. And by the way, too, I just did the Spirit Live, the Spirit Led, which will not be live today, but it is reflecting this type of attitude, my friends. So check that out at noon when we're finished here. What's happening here with the Two of Swords? What is the decision that needs to be made? Which way are my fire signs going with this week? Now, this is your chance to shine, my friends. This is your chance to shine. Are you going to be the person that saves the day? Or are you going to be the person that changes things? The Four of Swords. Well, I think you're unable to make a decision at this point because you need more healing time. You need more rest and recovery. You need to really take a good look at what your perspective is and follow your intuition on this, my friends. Come from a very loving energy. That's going to be your best bet, you know, especially if this is family or people close to you, a partner that is in your life. Now, again, doesn't have to be romantic, but partners are partners. And we have bonds with those that we work with, those that we, count among our close friends, partners. What's happening here with the Two of Swords? Yikes, Thomas. Cold. King of Swords. This another direct and very matter-of-fact analytical energy here on the table for you, my fire signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, conversation, communication, going to be key. This is going to be, maybe you just need to communicate the fact that, and I do mean the fact that you are not able to make a decision just yet because you need more time to heal. And you know what? That's okay. As long as you communicate that in a loving manner, people, sometimes time is really the only thing that can help. Gives you some distance between it, gives you some perspective, my fire signs. My goodness, what's happening here? All right, and the Hanged Man. All right, my friends, the Hanged Man, the Hanging Ghost. Perspective. You've got to have a little bit more perspective before you can make this decision. All right, let's talk about this Ace of Staves here. How are you going to approach this from a confident and secure, energetic, enthusiastic, creative way, and still keep your power, still maintain your power source? $29 people, 10 likes. Can we even that up, please? I really would appreciate that. Like, share, and subscribe. Going to be my mantra for the next year. All right. Ace of Staves for my fire friends. What's happening here? With the power. This is your power. This is where you derive your power. Oh, okay. Well, is it ego? Is it ego, my friends? Are you saying I'm in charge and I'm not going to budge? And therefore you all have to listen to me and do as I say? Yeah, it doesn't work like that all the time. Now, the devil can mean a lot of things. Certainly could be a Capricorn, could be restrictions, obligations, could be responsibilities that you're feeling, could be that you're just feeling very, very stuck here and powerless. All right. And maybe that's where this doubt comes in, where these limiting beliefs come in, that you feel that you really don't have the power. But you know what? We all have the tools that we need to make things happen in our lives. It's just a matter of which perspective we come at it from. You're going to come at it from the I can't, it's not going to work, that kind of attitude, the self-defeating attitude, limiting beliefs. Or are you going to come at it from a position of strength and power here with the Nine of Wands? Okay, fire signs. What's happening here with the Ace of Wands? The power, your power stick. All right, I think what you need to do is to put together a practical plan, one foot in front of the other. What is your goal? Determine what your goal is. This is the magician, okay? So the magician always has what he wants to conjure up in mind. That would be the goal, my friends. What is your goal? Where does your power lie, and how are you going to get there? That's what the Knight of Pentacles does. He is the guy that, one foot in front of the other. He doesn't even look left or right. He's got blinders on. The only thing he can see is this Ace of Pentacles that he is carrying. That is his goal. And your goal is that happy home, that security, that happy life. The Four of Wands is a family celebration. It is foundational. It is very inclusive. All right. And perhaps you're not being included in a way that you might like right now, my fire signs. How are we going to change that? How are you going to change that, my magician friends? How are you going to change that? The magician. The Page of Cups. So you're going to have to speak with emotion, my friends. I know it's hard, it's foreign, especially if you've been in that position of power. You're going to have to be a little softer. The Page of Cups is perhaps some surprising news. Love and support, exactly, Thomas. It is, again, surprising, perhaps emotional news. Now remember, tomorrow, the 15th, is that beautiful trine between Jupiter and Uranus. So expect the unexpected. If this is a battle that you've been fighting for a long time, it's certainly possible that you get a piece of good news from this situation. And it's certainly possible that your perspective could change with this news. And it's certainly possible that, you might come to it from a different viewpoint here, a different perspective, maybe put your ego aside in this and make a plan to create this harmony. Ooh, Three of Swords. Well, this is about the sorrow and the sadness. But the good news is usually when the Three of Swords shows up, it's something that's in the past. So I think that you can create with the Magician card and this creative power that you are holding and all the power that you have internally, my fire signs, with the Emperor. You guys are so strong. You guys are so forceful. It is time to be perhaps a little bit softer, but you're still going to be able to get what you want done, my fire signs. Love and support, exactly that. And here I have the King of Wands, bottom of this deck. Now, the King of Wands is, again, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but also the director, the CEO. So perhaps this is not calling for brute force and blunt power. It's calling for somebody to direct the show. And the magician, as in what he does, the magician, think about it. He speaks one thing, shows you one thing, and does another with the other hand. So, in one sense, you could think that's manipulation, but it really is doing things for the best outcome here. So, perhaps you speak a kind word, and that changes the landscape a little bit. And you go from there, my fire signs. I think we need a spirit message here for the fire signs and see what's happening. Be the director of the show, my friends. Be the magician. Put the plan in place and let it play out. Let it come to you. It is going to work out well, but you're going to have to watch your communication. Maybe let your guard down a little bit. Be a little bit more flexible, fire signs. All right, timestamps are still in effect, my friends. So if you'd like to do timestamps, send me a question, karmic1tarot@gmail.com. What is the one card my fire signs need to see? It's that one, right? I know I saw it flip. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So we've got the High Priestess underneath here, my fire signs. I think you are getting messages that there needs to be more love, more appreciation, more contentment, and more satisfaction in your life. And it's about making the commitment to do that because it has been lacking here. There have been obstacles, there have been challenges, and there is something surprising, perhaps even shocking, coming in here with the Tower for you this week. My goodness, my fire sign friends, I do hope this finds you well and that things work out the way you want them to. Remember, you're in charge. You are the director, the magician, the emperor, and you have the power. Go for it, fire signs. All right, let's take the fire signs off the table. I do want to mention to everyone that I do have all of the 90-day forecasts up and published on Patreon. Remember, Patreon is absolutely free through December 31st. January 1st will be the first $5 billing. So if you are a patron, you should expect that. You can cancel at any time. So if you want to go over there and take a look at those, you will have to log in with some credit card information. But if you cancel before January 1st, there is absolutely no charge. So those are there for you to take a look at. I do also have the Aquarius and Capricorn up on YouTube, so take a look at those if you are those signs or cross-watching. But I put those up there because, first off, the Aquarian's birthday is January, and it starts with January. It goes through March. But I also put up Capricorn because for me, it was such a profound message. I wanted all of the Capricorns that may be struggling, just as I have been, to see it and have a little bit more hope, even if they're not a patron. So take a look at it. There you go. Let's see. Who are we doing next? Like, share, and subscribe, my friends. 31 people here in the room, 17 likes. I wish we had a love button, Thomas. All right, who's next? Let's cut the cards. The Page of Coins. So Earth signs are next, right? I was just talking about our Earth signs. Earth signs, we have some really good stuff coming from what I've been seeing. And, it's up to us to grab it. It's all there for our choosing, but we have to take advantage of it. So what's happening for the Earth signs? Yeah, Capricorns have been struggling, I would say, for probably 10 years, this last decade, right? The good news is we are in eclipse season, my friends, and that is going to bring dramatic changes. So that Capricorn solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse on the 25th or 26th, depending on where you are in the world time zone-wise, is going to be the start, the beginning of life-changing things for all of us, but particularly for Capricorns. We have so much energy in Capricorn right now. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, all of that. And I believe the South Node is changing too, and I'm not sure if it's changing from Capricorn or Cancer. So we'll have to look at that. But let's see. Where was I? Earth signs. We're doing Earth signs for the week of the 15th through the 22nd. 15 through 22nd for the Earth signs. Hey, just so you know, too, I am doing a live Christmas evening, the 25th, 7 p.m. Going to be much the same as this, elemental readings and maybe some questions after, depends on how I feel, and we'll go from there, okay? But that is the beginning of eclipse season, and I want to get some insight. It's happening. Earth signs. Earth signs. What do we have here? The Five of Cups. So, Five of Cups, reflection. I don't know about you guys, but I have been. What am I going to change in this next decade? What can I do to correct some of the things that have happened in this last decade? What am I going to do to change my life? What am I going to do to, perhaps make peace with some of the issues that I have been reflecting on? This is a card of healing. It's a card of reverie and melancholy, but it's also, the more you touch it, the more you can heal. So Earth signs, what are we doing here? The week of the 15th through 22nd. The Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay. So I think you're reflecting on what you want, what you wish for, my earth sign friends. And that's a wonderful place to be. So, it could be that you're coming from a place of melancholy and wishing things could change. And wishing only gets you so far. There needs to be action as well. So what's happening here for the earth signs? The Ace of Cups, my friends. Satisfaction, contentment, your cup overflowing. Wonderful energy here for the earth signs. The Ace of Cups could be wishing for a new love. Are you looking at things that didn't work out and wishing, oh, I wish I could have that love again? Earth signs, where are we going here with the earth signs? The week of the 15th through the 22nd. Almost the end of the year, the 10 of staves. So the pressure is now off. You're ready to let go of whatever might have happened in the past and find this contentment. Putting down the burden, taking the pressure off, ending the struggle, however you want to term it, my earth sign friends. We need one more card here, please. The Ace of Staves. So changing whatever is in your life, whatever is happening in your life, is certainly within your power, my friends. The Ace of Staves, again, the power stick. So we all have, excuse me, the creative ability to change our lives. What's at the bottom of the deck? Ah, my goodness. The Fool, my friends. Where are we off to? You know what? Look, this is indicative of the earth signs. Look at this Fool card, how he's dressed. Normally, he's dressed jauntily. He's got his dog beside him, traveling really late. This guy is in deplorable condition. Okay, he's been bruised and battered. He's in ragged, tattered clothes. He looks like he's dirty. He hasn't had a shower in weeks. This has been a struggle to get here, my friends. But now we are on our new path, my Fool friends. And I say that with love. I'm one of you. All right, let's get started here. I need a sip. Hold on. Gotta love tea, right? Let's go. Five of Cups. Where are we coming from and where are we headed to? And I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a progression here. We see what we've done. We know what we want. We have that satisfaction in mind. And to do that, we've got to end the struggle and move forward in a very creative, adventurous way. And here you are, my friends, the devil behind the, this is Capricorn, but, restrictions and obligations, all of that, cutting through all of that, leaving them behind, starting from scratch, starting from zero here. And that's not a bad thing, my friend, because you do have the courage, you do have the strength, you do have the determination and forcefulness. With the Ace of Staves, you have the power to bring about this abundance and win this battle. All right, weary, tattered, bruised, battered. Look at the Fool here. That's exactly what we have here. But you are on the right path. My goodness, I love this. It's going to be a fantastic week. I don't know about you guys, but the energy is really starting to ramp up, and I hope everyone is feeling it, especially the earth signs. Let's see what's happening. The Five of Cups, 29 people. We're a little bit... there aren't quite as many people here as I expected today. Usually we have about 50. I'd love to see this grow. So please do like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and tell everybody that we do these live on Saturday mornings. And I do them live as often as possible. And what do we have here? We have the Lovers. Yeah, the Choice, okay? The Gemini card. Again, this Gemini full moon is asking us to look at things twice. How are we doing things? What do we want to change? What are our wishes? Where do we want to take it? What's happening here with the Five of Cups for our earth signs? What's happening with the earth signs? Here we go. The Ace of Pentacles, my friends, my friends, my friends. Woohoo! A new path coming in, a new adventure, okay? Something we have put together, something that's going to be absolutely satisfactory, something that is going to release the pressure, the burden, and give us creative license over our lives. Anything further on the Five of Cups for the earth signs? The Knight of Cups, yeah, this This is coming in, my friends. So if you are looking for perhaps a new commitment in the love department with a partner, here it's coming. It's on its way. Now, be careful what you wish for. You may just get it, and it might not turn out as well as you think. Now, I don't mean to be a negative Nancy here, but sometimes what we want is not necessarily what we need. So be careful with that. But I really think that this is something that is going to touch you, my friends. And it may come from a partner. It may come from something that you've been reflecting on. Maybe you're looking at how things went with a partner and saying, I want to change that. And, this partner does not have to be out of your life. It certainly could be someone that's still there. It's just a matter of, changing the direction a little bit. This is a brand new path for you, a new commitment, perhaps a windfall. We are in that Jupiter Uranus trine, the luckiest day of the year tomorrow. So what's happening? If there's a windfall in your future, I want to know about it. Let's see. The ace. Oh. Here we go. This new path, this new perhaps financial or committed path that you are on is really going to vanquish all of this sadness and sorrow that you've had in your life. It's going to bring you complete joy and satisfaction, my friends. So I've got to go here to the 10 of Steves. What is it that we are banishing here? What is it we are releasing? What is it that we are letting go of here, my earth sign friends? The 10 of Staves. The Hanged Man. We're not in wait mode anymore, my friends. Capricorns especially, but all earth signs have been in, oh my God, when is this going to change? How is it going to change? Will it ever change? What is it? All of that. And it's about your perspective. So if you believe it'll change, it will change. And I think it's time to release. And I think, in evaluating what's going on here with this reflection, I think you can see where it needs to change, what you want, and how you're going to get there. But to do that, you've got to release whatever was troubling you. And that's what this is about. You need to release this sorrow and sadness. Find joy in the things that you did have that were fun, were enjoyable, and now move forward toward more of a passionate life. So it's time for us to thrive, my earth sign friends. It's not just about existing anymore and slogging through whatever was in our lives. It's time for everyone to thrive. So where are we going here with this 10 of Wands energy, the burden that we're carrying? Buying a winning lottery ticket today. You know what? I'm going out this afternoon to do the same. There was somebody not too far from me that just won $5 million on a scratch ticket yesterday. So this is the kind of energy that is out there. Now, I'm not suggesting you go gambling. I'm just saying this is that kind of energy where the unexpected can happen. She probably thought, maybe I'll win 20 bucks. She won $5 million. What's happening with the 10 of Wands? I wonder if she was an earth sign. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. The 10 of Wands here. Back to our earth signs. 15 through 22. What's happening with the 10 of Wands? How are we releasing this burden? What do we need to see? The 5 of Cups. Yeah. We are releasing all of what we've been talking about. All of this sadness and sorrow. Whatever happened in a partnership. Whatever, was going on in your life for the last 10, 12 years. Whatever it was something that is now going to come to fruition for you, and in a big way, my friends. I know, Jerry, I saw you. So the 2 aces and the Fool, bringing you what you wish for, my friends. So let's talk about the satisfaction and the contentment first before we get to the power, the creation, and the excitement. What did we have fall out here? The 6 of Wands. So success, recognition, victory. I have not done water yet. We've done earth and fire so far. So let's see. What's happening here with the Ace of Cups? Whatever it is that you are wishing for, this contentment is yours, my friends. This satisfaction is coming to you in a very successful, maybe open and public way. So, who's telling you good job, great work? Who's telling you Maybe it's your own personal satisfaction, but it is most definitely what you've been wishing for, my friends. The star card, hope, faith, knowing that the universe has your back, emotional balance and healing coming in. So you are most definitely healing from whatever's going on here, my earth signs. What's happening here with the 9? Oh, okay. Yeah, you are done, done, done. Nice. So even if this was a betrayal here, my friends, it is time to let that go, to be finished with it, to take those swords out of your back and go on forward with a light heart, okay? Maybe it's a situation where you have ended that thought process, starting fresh from a new perspective here. And I do have the Hanged Man out here. Starting fresh from a new perspective, absolutely. Going at things from a full perspective. You know what? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to take that leap of faith. I'm going to do whatever I need to get there. It might be some work. Absolutely. It's going to require some creative effort, some power, it's going to require your enthusiasm. It's going to require that you get excited about it if you're going to want it to work, if it does work. It is going to work. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take you with your perspective. All right, so let's talk about this Ace of, well, you know what? Let's go to the wish card here. What are we wishing for? I think we're wishing for that contentment and more power. What is it my earth signs are wishing for? 9 of Cups. The Queen of Cups. I think you're wishing for a softer side. Earth signs typically are very strong. They're very, they can be stubborn. They can be very particular about what they want. Now, I don't mean controlling, but they can be that too. But they are very particular about what they want. We are based in material things. Now, I'm not saying that we're not emotional. We are. But at the same time, our security is intensely important to us as earth signs. I'm sorry, Cindy, I don't mean to be confusing, but, this is a situation where you need to be perhaps a little bit softer, a little bit kinder, maybe even to yourself. What's happening here? Softer with people in your past, with your past, with whatever you've been reviewing in your past. Be kinder. Forgive yourself, my earth sign friends. We all would look back and do things differently, I think. This could be about your children, could be about your past, or about where you've been in your comfort zone. Wish come true, absolutely. But I think that what you're wishing for is going to take a little bit of a softer side. We talked about being flexible in the last reading with the fire signs. And again, it's about being a little softer, a little bit more compassionate with you and the people around you. That's how your wishes are going to come through. It's not about brute force here. It's about allowing. It's about allowing things to change for you. And it's changing your perspective and coming from a little bit softer side. What's happening here with the Ace of Staves for our earth signs? Power, the creativity, the excitement, the enthusiasm, the justice coming in, my friends. Now, if this is a partnership that went bad, had a betrayal, and you're still reflecting on it, perhaps there is an apology in the offing. Whether it comes from you or someone else, it is going to give you power. Now, we just talked about forgiveness here, and that can be seen as an apology as well. An apology perhaps to yourself or to others in your life. But, I understand this tremendously in my life. What's happening here with the earth signs and the Ace of Wands? No regrets, exactly. No regrets. Forgive yourself for whatever has gone on in your life, and it's off to a new road. As long as you are rooted in whatever went wrong and the reflection of that, you're going to keep yourself stuck in this limbo. So you've got to release whatever the betrayals were, whatever the sadness and sorrow was, and take hold of this new road that you're on, because it is to contentment, my friends. It is going to be successful. It is going to be what you wish for. But to do it, you've got to let go. You've got to let go. All right, the Ace of Staves for our earth signs. What's the Ace of Staves here for, please, for our earth signs? It is a learning life. Oh, well, that's a lot. I'm going to look at these because we have the 10 of Wands here, but that's a lot. Let's see. 5 of Swords. Didn't we have that here? Strength. 10 of Coins. 5 of Swords. Yes. So here's our story, Cindy. The 5 of Swords, we've been battling for so long. It's been so difficult. It's been hard. It's been betrayal after betrayal. It's been sorrow after sorrow. And, it's like a bad tooth. If you touch it often enough, you're going to still see that it still hurts. And in order to forgive and in order to move on, you have to release that. You have to have that new beginning, that new rising up out of the ashes. Now, I haven't even looked at all of these cards. I'm just going by what I saw here, the first 2. Now, the 5 of Wands, it's not necessarily going to be an easy new beginning. There may still be struggles. There may still be some fight that you have to take on. There may still be that warrior energy. And I don't know about you, but the earth signs for me have always been fighters. We don't give up. We are like a dog with a bone. We will not give up. And that is where we are going to find our peace, in the giving up of whatever it is that hurt us. But those are going to be intense conversations that we must have with ourselves in order to bring justice. We're going to need to thoroughly look through whatever happened and see what we want to do differently. And what's at the bottom of the deck here? The Ace of Wands. One more. We'll do questions at the end, okay, Magdalena? What's happening here? I need one more card on this run, please, universe. Come on, Spirit. Give us one more card on this run. How is it going to end for us? And I can tell you that it's going to end with justice. It's going to end with our focus. What you focus on expands, my friends, and I'm going to leave it at that. If you focus on the negative, you're going to have negative. If you focus on the justice and forgiveness and the fairness and balance that you want to come in, you have the power to bring that about. And you have the creativity that you need to bring that about. And it will be balanced, and you will be able to thrive, my earth sign friends. All right, so let's choose one of these. This is the Spirit of the Hidden Realms. I had both decks out, and I don't know why I grabbed this. This was from a reading I did this morning, but apparently it's the right one. So let's see, earth signs. What's the one? Is it that one? Let's try. Traveling lightly. Okay, well, this is indicative of our Fool, isn't it, my friends? Look at him. He's on the road to a new horizon. Simplify your life. And I don't know about you, but for me, that means forgiveness. Forgiving everything that happened in the past. I'm not saying we forget and we let it go to that extent where we're going to allow it in our lives again. Hell no. All right, but simplify your life. Release all of those baggage and burdens that have been over the last 10 years, my earth sign friends. Simplify your life. Travel lightly and go on this adventure, because it is coming in for us in a very, very big way. All right, earth signs. Wow. Let's see what's happening here for the next sign. Who's next? Water or air? Let me just shuffle these in for a minute so I don't forget. Exactly. Learn from the past. Let it go. You learn from it. Don't allow it in again. Hell no. I'm not doing it again. But I know where my lessons are, and I know what I won't do again. All right. Who do we have next? Air or water? Thank you very much, Jerry. I appreciate that. Melanie, I haven't said hello to people, and I'll tell you why. Because I've had a couple of comments on these videos that tell me it's more of a show than a reading. And I don't want to do that to people that are coming in after and watching it later. But at the same time, hello, everybody. All right, who's next? Who are we up to? Air or water? Okay, well, we've already done fire. So who's next? Coins. We've done staves. Swords. We're going to do air signs next. Here we go. Air signs. What's happening for the air signs of this world? This is a time of intense healing, I think, for all signs. So it's about, especially when we have eclipses, because eclipses change things in our lives. They end things. They bring about new beginnings, as we saw in the Earth reading with the Fool card and 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. But, I need to gather my thoughts. Hold on one second. What's happening for the air signs? The eclipses just change the landscape. I think you're going to really be surprised at how things change. All right, Thomas, I understand. And I don't mean to not acknowledge everyone. It's just, those comments that they kind of threw me off, to be honest with you. And I don't want this to be necessarily a show. I want it to be a real reading. But for me, it's a conversation, and I really thrive off of that. So here goes. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Thomas. What's going on, Susan Mack? Diana, Jerry, good to have you with us. Melanie, love seeing you pop up. Degal, I hope things are well with you. Magdalena, we'll answer questions in just a minute. Cindy, hope things are going well for you. And who else do we have? Let's see. Janidra, good to see you with us. Anybody else I missed? Jerry, we talked to you. Let's see. Tyler, good to have you back. Melanie St. John. Diana, Lisa, loved having you here. Jackie, always a stalwart supporter. Thank you very much. Lindsay, good to see everybody. Reva, nice to have you in the house again. Hudson Ferry, New York. Who else? Artsy Girl, nice. Love it. Haven't seen some of you in a while. I appreciate you coming out today. Thank you very much. And Kathy, good to have you all here. Doris, Susie, who else? Who did I miss? Anybody? Linda, and Faye. Oh, Faye, you're new to us. Thank you very much for joining us. Janidra, Betty, EW, good to have you all here. LFS Ninja, Ann, and Renate. Good to have everybody. Okay, we've done all of that so far. D, nice to see you with us again. All right. I know, do what I want. And you know what? The problem is, public opinion is important to me, and I have to learn to let that go, because it is about doing me. But it is also about serving you guys. So let's get to the air signs and we'll talk some more. Air signs, air signs, air signs. What's happening for the air signs the week of the 15th through the 22nd? King of Coin. Oh, the Empress. The Empress coming out. First card, creating this security, my air signs. Now this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, earth signs on the table here. The Empress, what are you creating? You're creating this stability. You're creating this security. You're creating this dependable, loyal, and steadfast force that you are exhibiting here. This is your creation. So perhaps you are looking to create a situation where you're in charge. The King of Coins is a leadership card as well, but he's a leader of a family. He's a leader of his kingdom. He provides for his kingdom. He makes sure everyone in his kingdom is well taken care of. He makes sure things are good. He makes sure that they're all well fed, taken care of, and have what they need. Thomas, are you speaking to me? I'm a Capricorn. Happening with the air signs. Hello, Bulls Bugs. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for subscribing. The universe. Water signs. Okay, I'm sorry. You weren't talking to me. Everybody knows I'm a Capricorn. All right. The universe. Look at the major arcana you have here. The Empress, creating and ending here. That's just what we were talking about here with the eclipse season. Okay, so you're in creation mode, creating this stability and bringing to a close this cycle of difficulty, this cycle of difficult communication. Water signs are going to be next, okay? Page of Swords, difficult conversations. Perhaps, needing to really closely look at what has ended and look at it from the perspectives that we have just been talking about on the others, that the other signs that we've done. This is finding your ground, finding your foundation, finding that stability, finding that stability, and bringing to an end any conflict that you might have had in your thought process. Now, the swords, again, are thoughts. One more card here, please, for the air signs. You guys are very cerebral, the Three of Swords. All right, so see, you've got to have these difficult conversations. You've got to have, some of it is going to be painful, but you've got to deal with it in order to close it off, my friends. Close it up so that you can create this stability and this peace of mind that you're having. Yes, water signs are coming up, okay? We're going to finish the air signs. We'll do water signs, and then we will have questions. That's the order we're doing. All right, so we have the Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, my friends. So celebration is in the offing, but you've got to have these conversations first. You've got to really pick apart what went bad. All right, Three of Swords. What hurts? What's painful? Examine it. Look at it closely and speak your truth on it if it's with other people so that you can close out this cycle. That's what these eclipses are going to be about, closing out the cycles that do not serve us and allowing us to have that new beginning. Seven of Coins, the new beginning that you've been waiting for. You know, the new beginning that you've been nurturing and trying to take care of here. It's been an emotional situation. The Five of Cups, the reverie, the reflection, the melancholy. It's time for to release that with the Ten of Wands, okay? But you've got to investigate it and you've got to understand it in order to do it. And that's just what we were talking about. All right, so let's see what's happening for the air signs with our sadness and sorrow, grief that we have here on the table, the Three of Swords. What's happening for the air signs? Sunny Bunny, good to have you here. The court of public opinion is a dangerous thing, you know. What's happening with the Three of Swords? The Three of Swords for our air signs. What are they reflecting? Okay, this is something we just talked about, the Seven of Coins, right there underneath the deck. You've been waiting to do this. You might have been nurturing this grief, and that's not a good place to be. You've been waiting for this to play out. Dispatch it, my friends. Be done with it. Be finished with it. Queen of Coins, you have enough stability now to really be able to do this. All right? Be true to yourself. Who said that just now? Be true to yourself. If this is something that is in your life and you're still nurturing it, touching it like that bad tooth, you got to let it go, my friends. You got to let it go. Page of Swords. You know, the end of the year, the end of the decade, eclipse season, all of this is playing on our emotions. Doesn't matter to me what sign you are. It is universal here. And I think you're going to see a really big collective consciousness rise up in this next, I want to say 6 months, but for the next decade. You're going to see things change in the world. You're going to come from a much kinder viewpoint, all right? The meek are going to inherit the earth. And I don't mean the weak. I mean the people that have been hanging back, the people that have been, just biding their time. They're going to rise up. It's going to be a much kinder world come the next year or 2 or even 10. Here's your perspective. You've got to look at things from a generous perspective, my air signs. All right. You may have a financial influx that's going to change your perspective, perhaps, if there's been a period of lack, and there was one here, the I thought I saw the Five of Coins here. I saw it. I thought I did. Well, maybe I didn't. Anyway, bottom line is, my friends, you have got to look at things differently if you're going to be able to move forward and enjoy the people that are in your circle. All right. That's what the Three of Cups is about. These are people that are surrounding you, and you've been reflecting on the people that have been around you. So, maybe it's time to choose your friends wisely. Maybe it's time to release some of these hurt and sorrow, pain feelings that you have towards the people in your circle. Maybe it's time to speak about them with them so that you can release and create that connection again. Create that generosity of spirit again. Good morning, Roz. Nice to see everybody. Tony, I love having everybody here. What's the Page of Swords here? What is it we need to investigate? What is it we need to look at closely? What is it my air signs really need to communicate? Because this is you communicating this situation, how you want it to change. What's happening here with the Page of Swords? The Page of Swords for the earth signs of this world. Wow, we've been going long today. I apologize. Thanks so much for joining me. I try and keep these to about 15 minutes, but I guess I'm running long. I'm involved today. Not that I'm not other days, but I am more involved today. I've had some perspective come in my own life here this past week, and it's changed maybe my outlook. But, there are things still that are unclear here, and that's where this communication comes in, my air signs. The Moon, Pisces card, very, very emotional situation here coming in that needs to have some clearance, needs to have some clarity. Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here, please? Yeah, this conflict, this creative I think you want a common goal with these people in your life, but there is a conflict in how to get there. And perhaps expressing your truth would be the way to go about this, to maybe change their perspective, adjust yours a little bit, and nurture the connection that you have. I'm not saying let go of these people. I'm saying that you want to speak your truth. You want to bring whatever this conflict cycle, this pain cycle, to a close. So tell me what we're doing here with the universe. What is the world bringing to a close, a successful revolution? The universe. What is the universe bringing in for you? Now, anytime something closes, there's a brand new beginning. Why is the universe here for my air signs? What is it here to tell us? The Five of Pentacles. There's been a lack of change. There's been no change, and you are the manifester of those changes, my friends. So by speaking your truth over here, my air signs, by clearing the air and clearing out this conflict, sadness, sorrow with people in your circle, you are going to be able to create this change and bring about the end of this cycle and manifest this security, create the life, the loyalty, the support that you want in your life. Now, the King of Coins is that, really loyal, steadfast, dependable energy. I think you want these people to see you as this King of Coins, my air sign friends. Everybody likes to be needed. The King of Coins is the most welcome figure in any gathering because he's very generous. He's very gregarious. He truly enjoys the people that he surrounds himself with. He is a very fun-loving energy. He likes his material things. He lives very, very well. So that's what you're trying to create. And I think you want to include these people. But until you settle whatever's happening here, you're not going to be able to manifest it. It is within your control, my friends. You may need some help from the universe to bring it about, to bring it to a successful close. And maybe that's where the eclipses come in. But you are going to be able to create. What's happening with the Empress here, please? What are we creating here for the earth signs? Excuse me, air signs, pardon me. You're creating a feeling of love. I told you this is an emotional situation, right? This is you perhaps offering your cup, offering your emotions, putting yourself out there. And it's going to be in a matter of, it's going to create some vulnerability for you. And that's kind of a scary place to be, but it is ultimately going to be for the best because it is going to increase this connection. You're offering your cup or someone's offering it to you, offering your emotions, offering them up to create this feeling of security, this feeling of loyalty and dependability. And those are very strong aspects here for me right now. These are, I think that's very important in your lives right now, my air signs, to be seen as someone that is steadfast and can be counted on. What's happening here with the Empress? Now, the Empress can mean a motherhood, creation, all of that. So you're creating, I think, a loving feeling. You want to create a loving feeling, and the Wheel of Fortune, my friends, is going to help you do that. It's going to bring around some karma. It's going to bring around some fate, even divine timing. All right? The Empress. Tell me why the Empress is here. Okay, so now you are putting together a grounded and practical plan to bring this about, my friends. So it's going to involve communication. It's going to involve bearing your soul, perhaps. It's going to involve, a little bit of conflict, a little bit of patience and change in perspective, my friends, to alleviate this pain and sorrow with whatever group of people this is in your life. Now, the Three of Cups can be, people you work with. It can be people that are in your social circle. It could be anyone in your family, people that you normally enjoy being with, but there is some sort of imbalance going on. And you have to create a plan, a logical progression to bring it about. The good news is the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the deck who is always successful. So air signs, what are we doing with the King of Coins? Is that you? Is that how you're projecting? Is that what you want to be seen as? The King of Coins, I believe it is. What's happening here with the King of Coins? Oh, what do we have? The Eight of Swords and your future. I don't think you can make a move. Okay, I don't think you think. I think that you are stuck. The future is here in front of you, but you have to open your eyes and see how to get there. All right. The Eight of Swords is that negative thought process. Okay. I can't, it's not going to work. If I say this, then they'll say that. And it's just not, it's going to blow up after that. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. If you come from your heart, if you come with your true emotions and speak your true feelings, I think they'll respect it. It might change their perspective a little bit. It might change your perspective. And I think you're going to be able to move forward into the future if you do that in a very logical, grounded, practical, and abundant, fortunate way, my air sign friends. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles here, the King of Coins for my and the Five of Swords. You can win this battle, but it's going to cost you dearly if you keep on this road. Okay? Eliminate the conflict. End it. You're the one in charge here. You're the one that can do this. Create the plan. Speak your truth and finish this battle. Finish this battle before anyone else gets hurt. Gets hurt more deeply. Okay? Air signs. Wow. Let's pull a spirit message for you. What's happening for the Earth? Excuse me. I don't know why I'm saying Earth, because we have the King of Coins here. So there might be an Earth sign that is very, very involved in this situation. What's happening here for our air signs here? What is the guidance they need to see? One card here, please. Which one? That's two. We need two messages. What's happening for the air signs? What is the one card the air signs need to see? One card for the air signs. That one, thank you. We have receive. Okay. What was I talking about here? You are kind. Okay. Receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. Six of Pentacles, generosity. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So come from love, my friends. Offer your cup of love and create this harmony. This could even be with your mother situation here with the Empress. Be open to receive, give and take. It's a reciprocity here. And if you can't speak your truth with people that are in your circle, who can you speak it with? Be open. Be open to receive, my air sign friends. All right, let's pick this up. We're going to get to water signs. Finally, I know you guys have been waiting. Thank you very much. Appreciate your patience with me today. I'm kind of in a retrospective mood, I guess, based on what I'm saying. Good morning, Laura. Jackie, thanks, Jackie. Good to see you too. All right, what's happening for the water signs of this world? Where are the water signs going this week? I'm happy it fits for you, Kristen. Again, don't hesitate to go over to Patreon and check out those 90-day forecasts. They are important. There's a lot of good stuff coming in. I want to tell you it's coming around February, March. All right, January may still be a little bit of a slog for many of us, but it is going to work out well. It is going to work out well. All right, water signs on the table. What's happening with our water signs? Pardon me. Water signs, what do they need to know for the road ahead? 15th through the 22nd. 15th through the 22nd, December. Water signs, closing out the year. Let's see, the last, we'll do one more reading this year, won't we, as the road ahead. That'll be on the 29th. Or excuse me, that'll be on the 23rd through the 30th, right? The Four of Staves, your happy home, your foundation. What's happening here with the Four of Staves? Celebration card. Now, to me, this deck means the Four of Staves in this deck means that you're still in building mode here. This is not your typical Four of Wands card with, people dancing under the arbor and celebrating the feast. This is a card of building. You're putting things together here. The Four of Staves, you might have just completed it, but it's not filled up yet. It's not filled with love yet. And let's see what else comes up before I say anything further. What's happening with the water signs? Allison, good to see you. I don't know that we've met before. Nice to have you here. What's happening? Water signs for the week of the 15th through 22nd. The Eight of Coins. It might be a situation that you are working on, working diligently, working hard on. Might be that you're putting a lot of effort into your home life. What's happening here for the water signs? The Two of Cups. You're putting a lot of effort into a relationship. Now, the Two of Cups is a kindred spirit situation. Does not have to be, a romantic relationship. This guy is solo in this card, but it is a connection. It is a kindred spirit situation. So someone that you have a connection with, most likely someone in your home life, you have to work on something with them, or you are working together on something. I am never going to disappear, my friends. I am not going anywhere. That's the whole purpose of like, share, and subscribe. I am never going anywhere. You keep me here as long as you need me, as long as you want me here, I will be here. Okay? But that's that court of public opinion too. So keep that in mind. Water signs, we have the hanging ghost. So you are in suspense. Someone is keeping you in suspense, perhaps about how they feel. Perhaps, this week we have had the hanged man out in every single reading this morning, my friends. So, it's about perspective here this week. Your perspectives are changing. Remember, we've got eclipse season next week, the 23rd through 29th. Our next road ahead is going to encompass that Christmas Day or the 26th eclipse. And it's where the new starts to come in. We saw things close out with the Gemini full moon. We saw things start to change with this Jupiter-Uranus trine. We saw things come to good fortune, come to fruition here. We're starting to see the energies change. And it's about your changing perspectives too. All right, water signs. What's happening here? One more card for the water signs, and we will get to the meat of this, the heart of it. It really is the heart of it. What's happening? No. Okay. Which one? This one. Okay. The Six of Staves. Success, my friends, coming in for you. So, it's going to take some work. It's not going to be easy. No relationship is easy every day. Just because we love them doesn't mean we accept everything they want to do, everything they say without question. And that's where you're questioning it. You're looking at things from their perspectives. The Death card, holy cow, changes coming in. Scorpio energy, this is transition. This is transition. Something ending so that you can move forward. Now, I don't mean that the relationship is ending at all. I don't think that at all. I think the way you see this relationship is changing. Your perspective on this relationship is changing. And that may mean going public with some sort of new commitment. So I don't know, is there an engagement and motherhood in the future here with this relationship? Now, I know that's not going to apply to everybody, but this balance is coming in regardless of what kind of Two of Cups relationship this is. You are going to find your peace with it. And you're going to say, maybe to your friends, maybe to others in your life, that, you know what, I finally see where they're coming from. I finally know what they were talking about. And I respect their opinion. The court of public opinion right here, public acknowledgement. The Nine of Swords, it might give you a little bit of worry about whether or not this is actually going to happen, the Page of Coins. But you are going to hear about it. You are going to see it. You are going to watch it play out, my friends. All right, water signs. Where are we going with this hanging ghost and the perspective? My goodness. Seems like that's all I've been speaking about this morning. Ing Marie, nice to see you. You changed your name. You're going public. Absolutely, in a big way, right? Let's go public, my friends. 44 people, 44 likes. You have just made my day, my friends. Thank you so much. It's happening. Hanging ghost. This is that Page of Pentacles information coming in here. That's important, valuable, financial, or could even be personal information, but it's of a very important nature. Look at the similarities in these cards, too. The Page of Pentacles is the news coming in, and then this is the Ace of Coins. So someone is offering you a coin, my friends. Now, again, we talked about motherhood and engagement, but this is also something that could be a new financial opportunity for you that you may not have been recognizing, perhaps because you're not seeing eye to eye with a partner here, with someone that, you have a connection with. Perspective here with the hanging ghost, stalled, limbo, intentional time out, sacrifice even sometimes with the hanged man. Maybe you have to, give up a portion of your perspective to see theirs. Cocooning, exactly. I see this as hibernation period, regaining our strength so that we can move forward and create with this Empress, create the lives that we want, my air sign friends, all of us, but really create the life that we want. And I think we've seen the Empress out in most of them today too, haven't we? So tell me about this perspective with the hanged man. Oh, congratulations, I guess. Congratulations are in order. Thank you. What do we have here? The Tower. Wow. So now here's where that Jupiter trine Uranus energy comes in. Shock and awe, surprise and delight. So whatever that valuable information is that's coming in, it is going to dramatically shift your perspective, my friends. It's going to get you out of that stall. It's going to get you moving. It's going to shake things up, my friends. It's going to shake things up, my water sign friends. Whoa. In a what really wonderful, positive, what you were wishing for manner. So I would expect the unexpected this week, my friends. This reading is for the 15th through the 22nd, and I think all of our signs can expect that. But you, my water signs, have seen the Tower. It's coming for you. The Six of Staves. What is this public recognition that's coming in here? Oh, so you're leaving things that don't serve you. The transition is here, my friends. It's like, okay, I'm done with that. Let's move on to the next step. And that's where the public recognition comes in. This is also a card of great success. So whatever it is that your perspective is changing on, you're going to leave behind the portions of it that don't serve you and embrace what you have been successful with. This could be a card of travel. You might be publicly acknowledging your travel. It could be, you know what I think this is? This is someone acknowledging you. Now, it doesn't have to be a group of people. It can certainly be someone in your life. It could be your partner, your Two of Cups connection that acknowledges how much you have worked on things and the baggage that you have left behind, and that you're now ready to go forward in a much more social way. Okay, so who talked about cocooning, hibernating? The King of Wands, you are now taking control of your life in a very positive, forceful, energetic, enthusiastic confident way. The King of Swords doesn't ask for public opinion. Excuse me, the King of Wands. Where's my brain today? The King of Wands does not ask for public opinion. He knows what he wants. He's the one that is the director. So perhaps people are telling you that you're in charge. Perhaps your partner, your Two of Cups connection is saying, so I am so happy that you have done all of this work and can now see things from a different perspective and move forward and take charge of your life so that you can appreciate the success that you've had. Sometimes we don't recognize our own success. And here is that end of the struggle, the burden finishing. It's exactly that, paying your dues. You are done paying your dues. So let's see what we've been working on here, my water signs. What are we working on? The Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins. Working hard, nose to the grindstone, all of those cliches. But this is about honing your craft too. So if this is something that you are in charge of, my friends, you're going to get the acknowledgement. Hey, that is really phenomenal the way you've done that. All right. I'm so happy to see that you have made such progress. You know, you've done it perfectly. That's the kind of acknowledgement that we're talking about. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune, karma, fate, kismet, coming around for you, divine timing. You know, only you know what side you're on. But if you're here with me, it's most likely you're on the good side of your karma coming up. We've all been struggling. So it's time for you to acknowledge and see how far you've come, what you've been working on. It's time for the Wheel of Fortune to reward you. And I think you know instinctively, intuitively, that it's coming. All right. The things that you've been doing behind the scenes are now going to be public. All the work, all the effort you put in that maybe nobody sees is coming. It's here for you. It's coming into focus is what's happening. You're going to see an influx of prosperity too, my friends. You're going to see people reaching out with generosity, reaching out with this connection. This might be increasing your connection here with the Two of Cups so that your home is much happier, much more stable. It's happening with the Four of Staves. It's happening in the happy home life, happy situation here. You're still in building block period here, though. Thanks very much. I appreciate you joining us here today. I love it when the likes are larger than the people here. I'd love to see more people here, but on the Ten of Swords, well, the Ten of Swords in the happy home, my friends. So what is ending? What is the situation that you are closing out here? The Ten of Swords, I did not expect that, but that is the Death card energy, the finishing of whatever is happening. Now, that could be, you know, the swords are thoughts. You've all heard me say that many times. So, you know, you may think that there has been a betrayal. You may think that something has ended. You may be finished with it in your thinking process, in your perspective of it. You're done. You've seen the light. It's finished. That's where the transition comes in here, my friends. The Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here with your happy home? Bittersweet to leave. There you go. That's exactly what I'm thinking. And your Two of Cups connection here, you're going to have to make some sort of decision. The King of Swords, it's a final decision, my friends. And I don't necessarily mean that you're leaving the situation. You may be leaving a home, as someone just mentioned, but it is a situation that, you know, you have to decide on. Maybe you make this decision with your partner, with your connection, with your kindred spirit person. And again, they don't have to be romantic. The King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that is an air sign coming in, my water signs. Making a decision in an emotional situation. The Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here, my friends? The Two of Cups for the water signs. The Four of Homes. Now, the Four of Homes. The Four of Wands. Your home life, my friends. Look at the difference between these two cards. This is what I was talking about. This is in building block mode, or maybe it's even barren at this point. Are you making a decision to end something there, or are you making a decision to end and focus on the connection? All right, because you deserve this happy home rather than this barren one. So make whatever changes are required for you to have this happiness with your connection, with this kindred spirit. Now, again, doesn't have to be romantic, but there is an ending, a transition in sight. So perhaps, again, you're ending the building block phase and moving forward with this connection, making the conscious decision to end this building block phase and move forward with this connection into the happy home phase. The end of it, the opportunity coming in to create, to be committed, to have this creation, to create a life together and find your balance here. Now, could be any of those. You're going to have to tell me how this works out. You know, I say that all the time, and, you know, no one has to tell me anything, but I really truly enjoy hearing the comments and knowing that my work is resonating with you, knowing that it means it connects with you and it touches you. So that's what I mean by tell me what's happening. I don't need your personal details out of the internet, okay? What's happening with the Two of Cups here? The Two of Cups for my water sign friends. Tell me more about this connection. How is it going to move forward into this happiness? Well, it's the decision, my friends. It's the crossroads. This is where you are. Am I moving forward with it, or am I going to let it stay the same? If I let it stay the same, what's going to come in and shake it up? Is it going to end if I let it stay the same? You know, stagnation doesn't work for a relationship, no matter what kind of a relationship it is. There's always a give and take. There's always a connection. So you're at the crossroads moment here, my friends. Which way are you going with this relationship? You're moving toward nurturing it, making it stable, helping it grow, helping it connect, and balance it out, my friends. And you might even be making it legal. I mentioned engagement here. That would be making it legal, committed, justice, fair. And I think this is in your week, my friends. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get engaged this week. I'm saying that you may see this to play out this week. And it might come in as a surprise to you toward, I would think, not too far off in the week, okay? The 15th is Sunday. And that energy is strongest as it's building up. So you might even hear today something of this nature. But I would say before the 16, 17 is finished, you're going to hear this surprising information. All right, let's pull which one are we using for you guys today? Let's pull a spirit message. Spirit message for the water signs. I will be answering a few, and I want to apologize too for the full moon video we did. I don't know what happened there with my technology. The video froze, the chat froze, and boom, the universe said we are finished here. All right, what's happening for the water signs? What is the advice they need from the Spirit Message Oracle? One card for the water signs. 11:22. We went really long today, my guys. I'm sorry about that. Stay connected. Oh my God. Tell me this is not the right card for you guys, right? Stay connected. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect with the source. So not only source, universe, all right, reconnect with the people that are important in your life. This Two of Cups connection that you have. Be generous with it. Be kind to it, my friends. You can foster this and make it grow, but it's going to be a conscious decision in how you do that. All right, this connection is here for your taking if it's something that you truly want. Stay connected. Water signs. I hope that meant something to you. I hope it touched you. And I hope it plays out well for you. I want to hear the stories. I want to hear the success stories, because that is what's coming in for you. Success, my friends. All right, let's pick this up. I'm going to end the video here of the road ahead. And those of you that have been here before, you know I'm going to pause just a moment to clear this out, and I'll end the video here. So thank you very much, everyone that's joined us here in the replay. I do appreciate you watching, tuning in, like, share, and subscribe, and keep those comments coming. Don't forget, Patreon is absolutely free until December 31st, so take advantage of that. Take a look at those 90-day forecasts, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.